Let me play for you J.D. Vance over this Springfield, Ohio situation, because I'm up to here with that, too. I was listening to a newscast this morning on one of our own stations, one of our own radio stations in America. I'm not going to tell you which one. The local news anchor said, the vast majority of polls show that Donald Trump lost the debate. That isn't true. Guarantee you that news anchor was ripping and reading the AP. Guarantee you. And doesn't have the discernment to realize what fake news that is. Oh, look at the C-SPAN poll, all these different polls posted all over the place, tons of surveys and polls that show that people believe Trump won the debate. So spare me the vast majority of polls show Kamala won, because that's bull crap. That's fake news. Speaking of fake news, what's happening in Springfield, Ohio? Trump said, look, they're eating the pets. They're eating the cats, the dogs. The migrants are running rampant through Ohio. And I've got the benefit of just hearing from people in Ohio because I got a pretty big audience there. I want you to hear how J.D. Vance, you got the clip there, Christian? Here's Senator Vance being asked about the Springfield migrants pets drama.
First of all, city officials have not said it's not true. They've said they don't have all the evidence.
They said they have no evidence.
We've heard from a number of constituents on the ground, Caitlin, who both firsthand and secondhand reports saying this stuff is happening. So they very clearly, meaning the people on the ground dealing with this, think that it is happening. And I think that it's important for journalists to actually get on the ground and uncover this stuff for themselves when you have a lot of people saying, my pets are being abducted, or geese at the city pond are being abducted and slaughtered right in front of us. This is crazy stuff. And again, whether those exact rumors turn out to be mostly true, somewhat true, whatever the case may be, Caitlin, this town has been ravaged by 20,000 migrants coming in. Healthcare costs are up. Housing costs are up. Communicable diseases like HIV and TB have skyrocketed in this small Ohio town. This is what Kamala Harris's border policies have done. And I think it's interesting, Caitlin, that the media didn't care about the carnage wrought by these policies until we turned it into a meme about cats. And that speaks to the media's failure to care about what's going on in these communities. If we have to meme about it to get the media to care, we're going to keep on doing it because the media should care about what's going on.
Amazing. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. And Caitlin Collins just couldn't give him a second to breathe. They always have to interrupt. I've been giving that a lot of thought lately, too. You know, whether it's Yamiche or Caitlin Collins or any of them. Why do they constantly interrupt Republicans? We know they're biased. We know how ridiculously corrupt they are and how they want Kamala to win. They want Democrats to win. But I guess I'm trying to be kind here or trying to be somewhat objective. I think the reason they do it is they're afraid that they're going to filibuster and go too long, so they feel like they must interrupt them. I don't know. It just annoys the heck out of me. But to the point of Springfield, Ohio, when all these people in the media are saying that this is all an urban legend and there's nothing really to see here and there's not a problem in Springfield and there's the migrants from Haiti aren't eating the cats and they're not killing the geese and they're not taking over the, you know what I got? I've got an audience in Ohio, and I'm going to turn this show right now into the Ohio segment. I want you to call me if you are from Springfield, if you're from Canton, if you're in Dayton, if you're in Cincinnati. You're a lot closer to it than any of these corrupt media propagandists. Let's just open up the phone lines. You tell me what's really going on in Ohio with the Haitian migrants. The migrants that incidentally were given protected status by Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Thousands and thousands of Haitians now living in Ohio. And I believe some of them, many of them, causing lots of problems. But maybe I'm fake news. All right, let's go to Dana in Columbus, Ohio. not too far from Springfield. Hi, Dana. How are you? Dana, you there? All right, let's try Rob in Wilmington, Ohio. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
All right. Tell me, as an Ohioan, is there anything going on in Ohio with the Haitian migrants?
Yeah, personally, I work out of Wilmington, and I work for a driving company, and all of our drivers that run Springfield, they said they're everywhere, and they're causing accidents and just running rampant up there.
Okay. Hearing anything about the pets or the geese or the ducks?
I've seen videos, and I guess there's a guy that's running for mayor up there. His video is going around pretty well.
Oh, really? He's running for Springfield now, mayor?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Do you remember his name?
I do not.
Okay. All right, well, let me try to find out. Rob, I appreciate very much you weighing in, though, and sharing that with me. Sean's in Dayton, Ohio. Sean, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Anything going on in Ohio with the Haitians?
100%, and it's not new. It's a couple months old. My wife works up there in the medical field, and she had a patient come into her office that loves to walk her dog in like this one particular park, and all of a sudden one day she said, "You know what? All the swans and the white ducks and the regular ducks, they're all gone. They're like gone." And she's like, "I don't know what's going on." And then all of a sudden, the next time she went over there, they were cooking one on a park-provided grill, and they realized what was going on. This is months ago. This isn't yesterday. This isn't like pre-debate.
See, that's what I'm hearing is that the really wild part of this story is that it's not a new problem in Ohio.
No,
and
it's not.
Right.
So
Yep.
I thought that was important for you to hear that.
It sure was. Thank you, Sean. Deb's in Centerville, Ohio. Hi, Deb. Welcome to the Mike Gallagher Show. How's it going?
Hi, Mike. Well, kind of good.
It'll be better November 6th when we win, right?
You got that right.
Hey,
last night, I normally don't watch the news, but just happened to see a clip of it, the local news,
right.
ABC, talking about this. And the news, of course, was saying there was no credible evidence. And then they interviewed our Rhino Governor DeSwine, and he was also saying there was no credible news, but there's all kinds of police reports. So all anybody has to do is check with the police, and they'll see credible evidence.
Well, and are all the people from Ohio who are saying that this is going on, are they all part of a crazy, wild conspiracy? I mean, what's happening here? Why are they all saying the same thing?
Because it's happening. And the fake news, again, and Democrats are trying to cover it up.
All right. I appreciate your call very much. Look, the media is going to run with any kind of narrative that's going to make Kamala make her look good. Look at what they did at ABC. Look at what happened with that debate. They're not even going to pretend to be fair. If they were going to pretend to be fair, they would have at least fact-checked her one time, just once. That's all it would have taken. They could say, well, it's not like we didn't fact-check her at all. And they literally didn't fact-check her at all. And the guy that they want to defeat is the authentic candidate that Americans want to win. I want you to hear this moment yesterday here in New York, not far from where I'm seated right now, at a 9/11 ceremony where it's kind of wild. Trump was lined up with J.D. Vance, Mike Bloomberg, Kamala, Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer. And listen to how the crowd responded. You got the picture, right? The line of people. Chuck Schumer, Kamala. You got it, right? Check out the way the crowd was responding. That was so powerful. If you haven't seen that moment, you got to look at the video. You got to look at the look on Kamala's face. She looks stricken. She looks anguished. Well, of course she would be. It's an embarrassing moment. I saw a post from somebody on social media. Trump says number one, Trump says something true, but in a crude and hyperbolic way. Number two, the media freaks out, draws national attention to the issue, and fact checks Trump's claim. 3, within a few hours, Trump's claim is proven true with all the eyes of the nation on it. Repeat and win. Look at Springfield, Ohio. Here's cut number 5. This is on ABC News. This is not some fly-by-night podcaster. Oh, it's not number 5. They're shaking their head on that one. All right. It's not ABC News. Oh, it is a YouTube video. Sorry, I got the wrong attribution on my cut sheet. Our apologies. This is actually, well, you guys just contradicted me, so I've got to say it's not a fly-by-night YouTube account, when it is, in fact, a fly-by-night YouTube account, but that's okay. I can't get mad at Eric for making that mistake when Donald Trump was standing next to Kamala Harris yesterday and they were all yelling for Trump. Somebody's in way more trouble over that than Eric would be over this. But anyway, here's a guy on YouTube, some interview, don't know where it was from, but a guy in Springfield, Ohio. This is what he is saying.
We've lost a whole bunch of cats. There was a van pulled over that had over 100 cats in it with the Haitians. They said they was eating them.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake news.
Not fake news.
So a van was collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get pulled over with the cats and admit to the police that they was eating them.
You're not joshing with me.
No, I'm almost 50 years old, buddy. I don't know.
Now, the guy might be making it up. The callers I've had to my show might be making it up. I don't know. Maybe this guy's making it up. Maybe this particular resident, rather, is making it up. This is from ABC, right, guys? Cut 6. Is this from ABC or no? All right, this is from the Springfield, Ohio City Council meeting. I've played these clips all week. Check out what this Springfield, Ohio resident said about their beloved mother-in-law.
Everyone is talking about the death of ducks and cats in this town, but I'd like to talk about the death of one very special person, my mother-in-law, Kathy Heaton. On December 1st, I received a phone call that changed my life forever. She was collecting her trash can from her driveway when a car struck and killed her instantly. A task she had done over 2,000 times, spanning 4 decades in Springfield. That morning, though, a Haitian immigrant was allegedly driving recklessly when he struck and killed her. I say allegedly because to this day, there's been no punishment, not even for the expired tags on the vehicle he was driving. Months before she was killed, I began noticing the reckless driving and complete disregard for our driving laws by some members of the Haitian community. It made me angry. But now my anger has turned to fear for the safety of my family and the citizens of Springfield. I'd been to Haiti 14 years ago. My husband and I went, and it was my first time in a third world country. I sobbed when I saw the poverty living there, and I have great empathy and compassion for them, longing for a safe place to call home. But 14 years later, I'm living in fear in my own city. It's not safe. I am paralyzed with anxiety when I'm getting my children out of the car in any parking lot, walking on any sidewalk, and driving on any road in this town. I'm haunted by the faces I saw when I had to bear the news to my children and husband that she was dead. Their grandmother, the very person who tucked my 7-year-old twins into bed just 6 hours before on her 71st birthday, was never coming back. What everyone has feared is my reality, and it's my grief, and it should be yours as well.
Now,
it saddens me greatly to think about leaving a place I've made a home.
Is that fake news? Is that an urban legend? Is that some crazy Trump story? Like the poster said, he might say things in a crude way, but he's just about always right. And then people find out. And you know the brilliance of Trump bringing up Springfield, Ohio? No one else would have brought up Springfield, Ohio at that debate. Kamala sure isn't bringing it up. She's bragging about her policies. Can you find that, Christian, from The View? Can you find the clip when Kamala proudly proclaimed that she and Joe Biden made sure that thousands and thousands of Haitian migrants were shipped into the United States and given protected status so that we're kind of stuck? She's on record. This is a clip from ABC's The View that she most certainly doesn't want anybody to see.
That is why, also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
Now, people can roll their eyes at Trump bringing up they're eating the pets and that things are terrible in Springfield, Ohio. People can say he lost the debate. He didn't lose the debate. You know what his words led to Tuesday night? Millions and millions of Americans who didn't know about the plight and the crisis of Haitian migrants in a place like Ohio now being aware of it. Now the media is forced to acknowledge there were over 20,000 migrants shipped into a city of 58,000 residents. And these things are happening. This is not new for the residents of Springfield, Ohio. The lady eating the cat in the driveway, that's a real body cam video. And there's nothing racist about a community saying, we got a big problem on our hands. Kamala Harris owns this. You just heard what she told those shrews on The View a year or so ago. She owns this. This is her policy. And Trump, being Trump, made America aware of the crisis in Ohio. So before you get all worried about what Trump's doing, know that generally he knows exactly what he's doing. And once more, he makes the American people aware of something that they need to be aware of. And it's all going to lead to a November 5th victory. You'll see. You'll see.